getting picked up nowadays. All it means is more mana, more fighting. It's not gonna be as passive. At least that's what I assume.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
That's so difficult. You can definitely do it. It's very tough though. I like to see that first ban Pudge against Faceless, as well as the Magnus. What is Ice's hero this game, if there's no Magnus? Which Helm of the Dominator offlaner are we going to see today?
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds.
I think he'll do fine. I think Spirit's one of those heroes where, like, you have to have someone who's just way above average. Otherwise, the hero just isn't good enough. Yeah. Yes.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Double shield.
Reserve time.
I don't think we're going to see it here, though. Unfortunately for their Storm Spirit brother, he's not exactly as good as these two.
Radiant team ban.
I mean, unfortunately for Storm Spirit, Emperor's also better than Storm in like every way right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, you can't jump halfway across the screen with your mana. You can jump quarter way of the screen with your mana. And to blink. I'm just joking. I'm just trying to say that Ember is like pretty damn close to that kind of move.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Invoker.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Test.
5 seconds remaining.
Good. No, it's not that.
Dire team pick.
There seems to be like a power issue in my house. Actually, 5 minutes before this game started, my entire house like short-circuited. So I don't know if there's lasting effects. Yeah, so we're having some technical issues here, but hopefully will continue throughout the
5
series.
seconds remaining.
Tide Hunter.
Radiant team pick.
Another thing to mention is they boldly pick it into Rubik, so this is
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Oh, sorry. I said I said they boldly picked it into a Rubik, so potentially a Rubik show. I would say it kind of depends. It really depends on player as well, and just how the team likes to play around it. Like sometimes, if the player is really really good on Rubik, for example, it's not exactly out of the question where they just give him the lane for 5 to 10 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes is a little extreme, but maybe like 5 minutes, so he can farm a Blink Dagger. Because like at the end of the day, if he's really that good, you might as well let him farm the Blink Dagger, right?
Clinks.
Nice call. Nice.
Dire team ban.
Right. Pretty much anything that can just farm the jungle.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Warriors Gaming needs a carry that can 5-man with their team, because right now their team is just really, really dependent on this Tidehunter Ravage. They have to like stick together. If you point, Luna is
Radiant
completely
team
ignored.
ban.
Only not out of the question here. Funny too, because Warriors Gaming. I feel like if there's any team in Southeast Asia right now, Warriors Gaming
10
is
seconds
the
remaining.
first ones to pick up that Luna.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Just everything she offers is. There's a ban. But no
Radiant
Luna.
team pick.
Yeah. I think it's actually okay.
10 seconds
I think it's just
remaining.
hmm.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't think you can rely on the black hole very well. There's just like too much you have to worry about, I think.
Reserve time.
Yeah, but I mean the thing about that is I think Tidehunter and Kunko are actually pretty good against the Enigma. Like you can easily just walk up your Tidehunter and just aggro. They're not gonna do any damage to you.
Timber saw!
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Morphling.
believe I am alive again. I don't think it's that. It's computers, or not my computer, but my router seems to be having issues. I'll just try to sort it out after this game.
5 seconds remaining.
Interesting to see Morphling. Morphling is actually pretty decent here, but
Is it?
I think you were mentioning that Faceless's lineup isn't exactly great to walk into Warriors Gaming.
So, obviously it was Bandana or Terrorblade, then they would be able to do a lot of pushing. And I don't think Faceless' lineup is very good against pushing, right? Like a 5-man push. Alright, router problem, indeed. But we are paused, so we have some time to get Aosin back. More importantly, this is game 1 of a best-of-3 series, so we're definitely going to see at least one more game. It would not surprise me if this goes to a full 3-game series, as I think both of these teams are fairly close. You're alive. I see you signing into Dota 2 as well. Did everything crash?
It's so strange because it doesn't seem like anything else is having issues.
Yeah. We'll see if you can fix it in between the breaks. Or maybe you could go fix it now and then join back in. Either way.
Not exactly too much I can really do, except for pray for it to work. Because I don't think there's anything needs to be fixed. It's just a power outage or power reset.
Okay.
I mean, what I was trying to say is that Faceless' team is actually pretty good for fighting into these kind of push lineups with this lineup. All you have to do is pretty much just bait your saw and your to go in first.
Mm-hmm.
Damage output between the two of them should be more than enough, I feel. Like if you just drop everything and you go in there and you kind of like force the Tidehunter to Ravage, then the rest of the team just comes in like triple Remnant and clinks from the backline or something like that. I think it should be more than enough to team fights head on.
That was very, very reminiscent of what happened yesterday when Gabby's Timber was, I think, doing the exact same role, right? He was at the end of the game like 14-0-8. He just stood in the front line, tanked for his team, and never died. Is that kind of what that's like a different story, I think what Aosin is trying to say. But okay.
Restart. I think we have a little bit of time here.
You're back.
I think I'm gonna try to restart while we have a few moments here.
Restart your computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no other options.
Good luck. Restart always fixes things. It's better than most. Better than praying. Okay. Alright, I guess since we have a pause, I'll quickly introduce who's playing what. Generally, we don't have the luxury to do so anymore because everyone's teleporting and then dropping down wards, but we got Nuts playing the Rubik here for Faceless, Black playing his signature Clinks, Jabs on the Ember Spirit, very, very good on the hero, Ice playing also his signature Timbersaw, and XY playing an Earth Spirit that reportedly extremely good, and we'll see what he's going to do today. On the other side, we got Nana playing Invoker. We don't know exactly whether it's going to be a Quaswex or an Exhort one. Although, given the amount of lockdown, oh my lord, given the amount of lockdown on the available to WG, we're likely to see an Exhort Invoker to take advantage of the Sunstrike combination early on. We got Ben, which is personally the most impressive player I've seen recently in the C scene. Like, he just came out of nowhere. I don't know what this guy's past history is, but really big plays on his axe, on his slaughter. This is my first time seeing him play Tidehunter. We'll see how well he does. X Nova playing the Crystal Maiden. We got Afu playing Kunkka. Normally I want to say that when Crystal Maiden is being drafted, Afu generally plays the horse support, so interesting to see them kind of switch things up. We got Aljit now playing Morphling. and we'll see how he does on the hero. I gotta say though, Rubik has a great amount of steals this game. Talked about the Tidehunter obviously as a Ravage, but being able to get any Morphling spell, well, I guess mostly Waveform and Morph is probably what he wants. That's pretty decent. And then a couple of Invoker spells are quite good, especially if you get like a Meteor or Deafening Blast. CM spells, not so much, but if you get the Bolt or the X, it's quite good. In fact, I've seen a lot of Rubik player where they get X by Kunkka, they immediately turn around and steal X from Kunkka, and then they walk away. They X themselves, and when Kunkka X you back, you X yourself back. I don't know how many times I said X in that statement, but alright. Looks like we are on the way here. Fu already dropping a couple of wards. In fact, he's got both of the wards. Normally you see Kunkka starting things off with the Windlace, but no such thing here. Now I wonder if Nana actually scouted things out with the Sunstrike. Is it so normal to Sunstrike immediately, right after, you know, people spawn? Whether like they caught the smoke from Faceless. Alright. We always see these players going for this particular D-Ward spot. And you can see that he's playing Signet just to clip this ward, which unfortunately for them is not there. And we've been seeing teams like edging more and more with the wards over here, just to dodge this particular D-Ward. This ward honestly sees very little. I mean, sees a rotation through the jungle, but I guess this also sees a rune, whether it's spawn or not. So that's pretty interesting, I guess. Not exactly the biggest fan of this ward, but it'll do, it'll do. Alright, the mid lane, we got Jabs versus Invoker, and I gotta say, this is probably an Invoker favorite matchup. Especially if he puts a point into Wex and gets access into Alacrity early on. And we got a little bit of a block on the neutral spawn, so Tidehunter can't go back in jungle, but Tidehunter still has access to this one and probably could pull engines to prepare for a little bit later on. Tidehunter normally very strong in the off lane, but I think this is probably one of the toughest lane for him to actually go up against. I think this is going to be a pretty amazing harasser, and his first plus miss, my bad. We've got XY drawing it here against the Crystal Maiden. Not exactly sure how CM died. Timbersaw does not have anything. It has reactive armor. So I guess CM probably went on the offensive. And they try to force a kill, and he took a little bit more creep damage than necessary. Kind of a big problem here, because Timbersaw being able to get freely level 2 is not exactly what you want. And this is what we were talking about earlier, where Black gets to harass very easily by strafing it into Ben, and Ben, interestingly, don't gush at level 1. This is definitely not plan A, man. Gush is not going to help him to duck back into the jungle, which he might need to do. Mana does have that point into Alacrity, though his mana is starting to run extremely low. Probably Thrall Sunstrike or something up top. X-Nova's gonna go back to jungle, gonna get himself level 2. Most likely gonna go back for Aura instead of the Nova. I actually don't think that he's able to pick up kills against the Timber, even with Nova. But we'll see. Because like this Tri-Lane doesn't actually do that much damage. Torn does very little. Crystal Maiden, especially against reactive armor, does like nothing. And you're just really up to like Morphling that's dealing right-click damage. Which again, against reactive armor is not going to be enough. So I think it's actually better off for X-Nova to just to jungle and get ore. So far, it seems like he's holding the point. Makes me think that he's going to go for the Nova instead. Ben coming around, does have that point into his Anchor Smash now. But unfortunately, nothing much you can do about it. Instead, we're going to see a rotation to the mid lane. And you can see that X-Nova is still holding onto the skill point. I don't think he wants to use it until... Okay, now he gets the Nova. They want Ember Spirit. The Spirit is rotating through. It's going to be a very tough angle coming through. Jabs coming in here, and Nova's going to start things off. Nice horn. That was a blind one. Jabs is going to be going down. Nana picks up the kill. Excuse me, X-Nova does with his Frostbite. That was a very nice torrent by Afu. Normally you need X to prep that one up, but confidence by him. And it seems like Ajit is okay being left alone. Timbersaw is getting a lot of farm, but I think he is going to get a lot of farm regardless whether the supports are here. So, good stuff. Meanwhile, we got a little pull going on here. Nuts breaking the trees with telekinesis and pulling it through. And then using the tier 2 tower to help him farm a little bit. You don't actually need to use telekinesis, because you could just like tangle through to do it. But telekinesis helps out a little bit. Meanwhile, Nana, going for the deny here, will be able to get it. Nicely done. Not see the beginning of that engagement. I guess he got caught out in the river and was able to run to deny, but denying yourself is still very costly. You're counted as a level 6 hero when you're denying yourself, so respawn time is so pretty high. Alright, Afu's standing right next to a ward, so that gank is not very possible. Again, not exactly sure what they can do against Ice, who is comfortably last sitting now. He's actually higher last sit than the Morphling. Alright, this is definitely not a good sign here for WG, who might have actually gotten the first blood, but is actually losing every single lane as we speak. Ice with his 3 points into reactive armor, comfortably walks past tower. And it's just harassing pretty hard. Afu circles around level 2 torrent, which is, I mean, it's okay. But I don't think they can actually kill Timbersaw, especially with the poor man shield, magic stick. And now an orb of venom. Interesting. I do believe XY has an orb of venom already. Yeah. So it looks like this is just him trying to get a kill. X Torrent to start things off. Okay, Sunstrike on top. Frostbite. Ooh. X Nova, did he Frostbite early? It looks like he did, and now he's going to go back here. I mean, he's actually going to just go back to full HP. And that was all of the combo on the side of WG. Now they're running low in terms of mana. This is rather tough here for WG. Ben also struggling very tough on the bottom lane. Only 9 CS for the TIE Hunter, which is not something you see too often. I think this particular sentry has done so much work. And the rune is gonna get taken up here by Nuts as well, man. The Faceless supports are just going to work, and you see Nuts is chasing Ben away. Ben probably gonna pop a shrine and go back to the lane, but this is not the ideal start for the TIE Hunter.
Never refuse gold.
And these are very, very good early game hero by WG, and they're, despite of that, unable to do too much of anything. Maybe it's time to actually use a smoke and try to set out another kill. So I do believe Jabs is level 6 already, so that kill is going to be hard to come by. And looks like Faceless is going to be doing a rotation of their own. Jabs taking a lot of damage here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoke is available on XY, but instead I think they're going to just rotate mid. Row in is not going to be enough here. Nana does have a ward, perhaps seeing the Earth Spirit rolling in. Expecting a sentry here, not going to be... Oof. Man, look at that right click. Oh, top lane, Ice going to work here against Ajit. Ajit's going to straight up TP out. He does have a replicate here, so a bit of a refill in terms of mana and come right back. Although he might be coming right back into a gank party. Ice still has a decent amount of mana. He's keeping the wave under the tower. Okay. Morphling, is he gonna come right back? I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be. Alright, he's back here. Support still available. Waveform has already been used, but XY misses the roll. The silence and the kick will hit though. Nuts does have telekinesis. Is it going to be enough damage? Ajit taking a ton of it, but he is strength morphing. Here comes Afu with a X torn up Ice, but not sure if that's actually going to be enough regardless. Alright, Magic 6 back up. He chains away. Do they have Sunstrike available? They do, but yeah, that kill was just not happening. In fact, Ice moving forward, just tanking out for his team. Nuts coming in as well. The kick is going to hit on Afu. Nova's going to hit on 2 people, and Afu now gets lifted up. Torn's going to hit, I think. No, it hits nobody, and Afu's going to be dead. Now, Crystal Maiden's going to be running back to the tower. They do ping out Nuts, but I'm not sure whether that's going to be enough. Sunstrike, not going to hit. Silence going to be on Ajit. Waveform, 1 more second. The Waveform coming through is going to pick up the kill. That's a 1-for-1 on the top lane, but meanwhile, I do believe Black just got a solo kill against the Tidehunter on the bottom side, so this is pretty much a disaster for WG, losing every single lane. And honestly, they just have no reply to anybody. This Crystal Maiden Kunkka combination needs to be active throughout the map and pick up kills. And yeah, picking up smokes is the way to go. Unfortunately for Afu, he's not level 6, so these scans are also not very guaranteed. But gotta do something, you know? Is the game going like this? I think we're gonna see Faceless just stomp the mid game. Alright, we're gonna see a smoke. This time bringing Nana. Very interesting. Normally you don't need to bring the Invoker because of the ability of Sunstrike, but he is gonna be providing a ton of right-click damage. And it seems like 2 days in a row now, teams just want to kill the Timbersaw. We saw yesterday they were doing it against Gabby. And although, to be fair, I think this gank is actually gonna work here. Ice. Well, gonna get the everything against him, and Nana's gonna pick up the kill. But still, that was a 4-man rotation, and Faceless gets to shove the mid lane in. Black already here in preparation of a backstab. Level 9 here, maxing the Windwalk instead of searing arrows. Not something you see too often. Alright, X marks the spot, X torn. The question is, do they have protection? It does not seem like it. Meanwhile, on the back line, XY trying to run away, and looks like he is gonna go down. So, the moving death ball of WG Unity, able to pick up 2 kills back to back. Pretty good stuff here. And this is really the recovery they needed. Midas is now off online for Invoker. They have Mango Ravage if they want to commit that one, but I think they needed a little bit more here to make sure that kill is going to happen.
Ill-gotten gains.
Alright, Ice going for a new build on Timbersaw. I say new, but it's been around for like 2-3 months, where if you feel like you're gonna die to a lot of magic damage, you go hood first. Forget about that Bloodstone. And honestly, this game is I mean, everybody is dealing magic damage, so good choice on his part. One thing I've noticed about Ice is even right after a death, like, he's just unfazed. He's like, I'm gonna just go back to the lane and keep on farming. You could kill me again, maybe. I'm gonna make you work for it. And now with the hood, I think it's actually gonna be too difficult for them to actually get a kill on him. He could pick up the arcane boots on the side shop if he wants, or he could just keep shoving the lane, which he will do. Oh, the courier is gonna get the arcane boots to him, and now we're gonna see another smoke gank or just a rotation? They're just rotating. Ajit's gonna port out. The question is, will Ice sense the gank coming?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Seems like he does, and go back away. Alright. Have you done anything? That was a 12-minute restart, dude. What kind of wooden PC are you in?
Comforting rune of regeneration. Gold for me.
The router. Okay. Oh, you missed WG losing out every single lane. I think. Yeah. I mean, the Invoker has caught up pretty nicely because of gank on Ice. But apart from that, Black. Yep. So one thing that you were kind of predicting is the allowing Nuts to get some more farm in the lane, while Black, but they have not been doing that. It was actually just Nuts and XY just like walking around, zoning people out. And even despite Black not being there right now. Oh, he's gonna try to kill Ajit. They need a silence. Yep, there you go. The kick is gonna miss, but the lift is gonna be enough to pick up the kill. And Nuts still strength morph. So he is casually at 1400 HP. Good stuff.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah. WG is mostly just reacting to whatever that Faceless is throwing at them, but every time they're making these moves, they're losing 1 or 2 heroes, and they're losing a lot of the HP on their towers. So Faceless is so far so good. Oh, Torn from Fog here. They X up jabs, but he's very tanky because of the Flame Guard. He will run away, and dodging that X marks the spot. And did not want to use this Ravage. And by the way, we are 14 minutes in, and we have not seen a single Ravage just yet. So maybe that was a good position to use it there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Afu is definitely showing his powers on the Kunkka. A lot of just like torn from the fall, without X to prep things up. This time we are going to see the X. Yeah, and he's dead.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under
By the way, I really like his choice of the booster that he picked up. Normally everyone just picks up the point booster, right? Just for a good mix, but he's just gonna go with the tankiness. How do you kill this guy? You just don't, man. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna see Black rotating in. Crystal Maiden's pretty much a free kill. Although, you know, Ravage could make things a little bit awkward. Yeah. And this is personally my issue with Morphling, is that it just doesn't do anything like for the first 20 minutes. Whereas if it's, you know, Luna or Terrorblade, he will be knocking down towers, at least creating some sort of pressure on the map. But this is as 4v5 as it gets.
haste.
Righteous reward.
Yeah. I mean, he did die once or twice to the XY gank, so maybe he's not too confident doing the split push play. He's looking to just farm in front of his tower, allowing his team to create the space, and WG gonna look for a tier 1 trade of their own. Alright, they're starting to get on board on these towers. That's good.
Dire's middle tower
But here comes Black.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And
Dire's structures are fortified.
Soaring, yeah, I like it. And now it's gonna be Kunkka getting lifted up. Apu's gonna be going down here. Ports are still coming back in. Alright, Sunstrike was stolen, so Ravage is pretty much free to go if they want to use it. No, Nuts is gonna go down. Sunstrike is gonna hit on Ben, but he walks it off because he has a Tidehunter. They still could fight this if they want. The rotation is gonna come in from the backline from Ajit, but scouted out by Black. They could turn around and kill Ajit if they like. I do believe they have the burst damage. He is rooted. No silence just yet. Meanwhile, the backline, Ravage has been committed to get Ice 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 with pretty much every single ultimate in the book. Nana eats a mango. Nice stun here, breaking off that thing. And now XY gets off a 3-man silence. Triple remnant in. Wait, no mana to actually go for the triple remnant in. And now it's retreat time. Faceless is going to lose one more here on the way out. Jab miscalculating it. Yeah, and now he's... Well, there is 3 remnants on the back line. Oh, imagine if you just TP back to the base right now, get mana, and then just triple red. Yeah. Yeah. Man, that would have been...
The rune of invisibility.
I think it's one of those things that he probably expected himself to die, but he expected his teammates to be a bit closer so that they could punish them for using all his spells on them. But his teammates are a little bit further away than what he has imagined.
Gold for me.
For who? For Timbersaw? I feel like the EXP gain is quite negligent, right? I feel like if you just like die once, whatever you have gained from that 10% is not worth that. I don't know. I mean, he just did, right? So I just think that just getting health is probably better. Now, if it's like 15 to 20%, maybe. I don't know. 10% seems. I think the percentage gain, the EXP gain percentage gain is only worth if you're getting Midas. But, alright. X4 info, everything here, but XY here to bail out his team. Nice silence. Nah, nice. Nice bait. Yeah. They didn't give him the Ravage. It doesn't count. Alright, Black. Oh, waveform has been used. Black gonna try to TP out. Oh. Meanwhile, looks like Rubik has got found. Okay, he's gonna try to do something, but at cold snap with the Ice Wall doing a lot of work. Sunstrike misses. He thought he hit. Oh, yeah, and that's just gonna walk away. That was not the time to do cool guy walks away from explosion. Especially when your explosion just doesn't hit.
This'll come in handy.
No, yeah.
Radiant's
Okay.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I gotta say, despite me kind of ragging on the Morphling, the pacing of the game makes me feel like if this goes on for like 10 more minutes, the Morphling is going to be pretty much online, so Faceless needs to keep up the pressure and probably can't really lose. Ooh, the stomp onto Black, and Black is going to get the whole combo on top of his face. Tidehunter walking in for the Ravage. He will Ravage Anchor Smash, and Ice is in there. He's still very, very tanky. He's X'd up. Okay, are they going to bring him back? Crystal Maiden ultimate is out. Torn is gonna miss. He's still alive here. They need a little bit more. Crystal Maiden needs that frostbite. They see Nuts coming back in. That's a great ice wall. That's a Gush being stolen. Nuts doing a lot of work, and now Ice obviously coming back into the fight. Centaur does have a stomp. Is he gonna be using it? Okay, no. X going to work Ben. Needle on the back line, just tanking a lot of HP. Still alive, but barely. He's gonna go down finally. And meanwhile, them chasing Ice as a lot of the rest of the Faceless team to come in. And then we result into a 4-to-1 exchange. They blew up Black, but then they just didn't have enough stuns to kill anybody else. Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
My just reward.
It's a thing that I think I've seen too many in pro games. Why do you think pros are so adamant on focusing Timbers? Yeah. So, you know what I say to that? We don't have 5 people on top of them. Let's back off. Because honestly, I think you need an Invoker there to be like, they definitely need Meatball at least. Make sure they get that kill. Yeah. Well, also like Bolt was on cooldown, X was already used, so a lot of the big control and big damage is on CD. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Seems good. Seems balanced.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You don't? Well, I guess if you're a WG fan, raise your hand and give some energy to Ajit, because he needs every one of it. Right now he is looking super weak. Here comes Jabs. Alright, that's gonna force him away. Yep. Core and bow combo, is it gonna be good? No, he's a slight into. I wonder if it's correct just to bolt first and then torrent to get the perfect chainsaw.
That should help. My
But
waters rise.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
And Ajit has been very aggressive using his waveform to farm, and now, yeah,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
yeah, Crystal Maiden getting picked.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, Crystal Maiden is free for like about 100 here on this game.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Is he actually going Midas? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I think a Helm might be better at this stage. Maybe not. I guess Helm is pretty similar to cost. But Midas.
Radiant's top tower is being denied.
Yeah. Even a Wraith Fan. Oh man. Wraith Fan has good stats, man. Have you never like random a hero? And then you buy a Wraith Fan and then your ally swaps you and you hit yes and you have a Wraith Fan Crystal Maiden just like walking around. Beautiful, yeah. Yeah. Better than Glove of Haste, confirmed. Alright, we got a BKB finish here by Black. A pretty defensive build for Kling's, all things considered. No, like normally you would just go Orchid here, but I guess he recognized that as long as they don't find and kill them via Ravage, like WG can't do much. Sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Really good movement here by Faceless. Recognizing a smoke next coming, they scanned out WG squad. XY though is gonna get pinged out under the tower. Nana's coming in. Does he have Tornado or something? Doesn't. Alright, he's gonna backdoor the tower. That's gonna drive him away from Roche. Okay. Horn's gonna hit on Ice Ice Ice. Meanwhile, it's Morphling split pushing bottom, so a mad movement here from WG pretty decent. In fact, I think if Roshan is being done right now, maybe WG could just go high ground. Or at least Ajit can. Yeah, just go high ground. Like I don't think they could challenge Roche. And Black is taking it. Yeah. Well, look at Invoker's damage output. That's tier 3's down to about half HP. And now it's going to be a blink forward. Invoker's going to self-heals. Meanwhile, Morphling's walking into the base. I think he's wanting to draw a little bit more and he's going to replicate back out. Meanwhile, Ice 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 trying to catch as many people as possible. But that should be it. Japs moving forward. Couldn't find anybody. So even though that wasn't the best of exchange for WG, I think it's as good as they could have gotten.
Well-gotten gains.
And all of a sudden, Invoker is #1 in net worth. Gotta pop that shrine before it dies, man.
My just reward.
Yeah.
Go!
What do you think his next item is gonna be? The shotgun? Is there an argument to say that, look, it's already pretty late into the game and everybody has a ton of HP on the other side? Do you just go for like the damage build? Like Butterfly, Scotty, forget about the shotgun and just do the right clicker. X Torrents is gonna start things off. XY is gonna get immediately blown up. Ajit comes in though, he gets lifted, but he's gonna get, oh, what a ravage here. The tornado messing things up a little bit, but wait going forward, okay. And now Remnant in, not gonna hit too much jabs. Going to work meanwhile Ajit on the back line, taking a ton of damage as well. Invoker being detected here, he's dropping very low, he's jumping away, and looks like he will be fine. Oh, Ice still going forward. Not sure who is he catching. On the back line, looks like they did lose Crystal Maiden. Ice still chasing Nana. Nana dropping extremely low. He does have heals in a couple of seconds. Looks like he just got surrounded from all sides. So, kind of a chaotic fight. And honestly, I think Nana's Tornado just... I don't know, like... Ravage. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they started off a fight by taking off XY, which was very key. But what came after that was not so good. Okay, good kick, but X-Nova is already up on the cliff. I mean, do you like that move, regardless whether it worked or not by WG? Like, did they need to make some sort of desperate fight in the enemy jungle, or do you think they're okay just kind of holding out on their high ground and...
Dire's middle tower is under
Yep. Oh, Ben tried to pop the mech for the teammate, but... Yep. The downside is that Nana has actually gone for face boots. So as this game goes on, especially at this stage of the game, not having BLTs is really gonna hurt him. Not something you see too often, but I think it was more of like damage control, given his lane didn't go exactly the best. Alright, Nana's on some next level stuff right now. Well, Nana thinks he's dodging a gank, but alright, he's gonna TP back home. I heard the A just popped, so at the very least, WG has waited that one out. Oh, I just noticed that WG are Battle Cup champions. Full team of them. Nice. Is Faceless the same? No, Faceless is not Battle Cup champion. Yeah. If Faceless loses in Battle Cup, come on. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure WG care. You know, they got that trophy sitting nicely in their base. This. Sure, sure. That BC frog emote though, man. Like. That's right. Alright, we got a hex being picked up here. Detection! Where is it? Sentry? A little bit late. Now Ice Ice Jet jumps in. He wants Afu. Afu tried to throw out the bolt. He did. On the back line, the hex goes off against Jabs. They did get the kill, and that was an Anchor Smash stolen. Next over, very good Crystal Maiden ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. Ajit pops a BKB right click onto Black here. On the back line, Yulceptor's going to pick up the Timbersaw, but I don't think they have enough lockdown or control or damage to kill him. So I heard a buyback going off. That was a TIE Hunter. So at the end of the day, it was just a 3-for-1 exchange. With the 10-second BKB, I imagine, used on the Morphling? Yeah.
Regeneration!
Yeah. I mean, the Jabs kill is very important. I think it's... Delaying his level 25 is very key, but... I mean, going back to the question that I proposed earlier, this is not... We're not going to see a shotgun after this, right? Because if you haven't gone for it now, you don't go for it anymore. Alright, Ice Ice Ice. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think he needs like 2 more items. He needs Butterfly and Scotty, exactly. I mean, what we go for? I'm watching Rubik right click, but because he got strength more, he right clicks so damn slowly. Uh-oh, X-Nova. Nice tornado's gonna catch him. X-Nova trying to pour home, and... Oh my god, that was close. Time to run, guys! Get out of there! Okay, they try and catch. Great retreat here by WG. Anna's on the back line. I'm not sure if the Kunt Wave's seen him. Looks like not. And he's likely gonna cut off the next wave and then port home. Yeah. He's strong. He's using the Force Spirit to draw them close. And then probably double nuke the next wave or something.
Go!
And he is. And he is making that space. Especially without BOT, that's just impressive. Oh, Ice 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 has Invis, and right now, Afu is gonna get caught out on the back line. Afu dead. Meg has been used by Ben as well, so they need to retreat again. And Ice 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 just does not care. Gets to walk in and out in the team fight. Crystal Maiden's out there doing some next level warding, and he might run into the full team. Oh my god. Wait. He's gonna drop the ward and he's gonna drop the sentry. Okay. You will see Black's gonna try to TP out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Does he still have the glove face? Yes, he does. And 200 gold. Yeah, feels bad. Yeah. You start to become very existential. It's like question about why am I here? What am I doing in my life? Yeah. Jabs has a Lincoln Sphere, mostly against that Hex that is available on Nano. Meanwhile, Faceless is gonna go get the second Aegis for them. Although Sunstrike Well,
Claimed immortality.
he actually did. he is. Yeah. It's like what? Close to 1,000 gold for the team. Although the gold graph has making no adjustment, it's just going up, up, and up. To 20k net worth now. Yeah. When do you think he's gonna switch for BOTs? Like right about now? Are you actually?
What have we here?
Oh no, you sell drums first, right? If you're gonna sell something. Yeah. You know, he's actually farming so far from the creep wave that he's actually not getting too much experience. So I think that Midas is pretty key. Yeah. I mean, maybe if he gets low enough, right? Like, Jab stays, but Jabs is. Uh-oh, X-Nova, not like this again. He gets mech'd up. His HP pool is just like going from 0 to full, 4 to 0. And Herman's gonna come in, Jabs. Takes up the kill. Meanwhile, oh, they got the Morphling. That's gonna be high ground. Yep. Ice. In there, does not care. Yeah. Force it out. Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Yeah, and Ben needs to do a lot of work when it comes to Ravage as well. Okay, Opti's gonna be dead. Ravage? Is it gonna be stolen? Looks like not here. Okay, now what? Just calls you. Yeah. I mean, honestly, there. Yeah. Well, that was a tough one, man. That was really a tough one.